Today we're making these pumpkin protein balls. These are perfect for fall and great for snacking. Hi, I'm Tara with Simply Made Eats and welcome to my channel. Today we're whipping up these easy protein balls with pumpkin. This is such an easy recipe. It's loaded with protein, it's super healthy, and I love just rolling these up. It's taking 10 minutes and then just sticking them in the fridge. You can snack on them for a few days and my kids love these too. One of the best things about this recipe is that you can customize it how you want. You can add chocolate chips or white chocolate chips or pecans, any of your favorites, just add them right into the mix. This is also a one bowl recipe, which is great because it's super easy cleanup. We don't need to do any chopping. We're just gonna add everything into our bowl. We're gonna first get started with some old-fashioned oats. Just go ahead and pour those into a bowl. Next up, we have some non-fat milk. This is just dried milk powder. You can find this in the baking section. Another option for this is you can use like half of this, and then you could also use protein powder if you want to do like a blend to get a little bit more protein in there. Next up, we have 2 tablespoons of almond butter. I like almond butter versus peanut butter for this just because it has like a more neutral flavor. In this recipe, we really want to make the pumpkin shine, so I don't love having peanut butter for this, although you can definitely use it. We also have some pumpkin puree. This is just 100% pumpkin. It's usually in a can that says like Libby's on it. Super easy. I like keep these stocked in the pantry, especially in the fall. Next up, we have our spice blend. This is basically the same thing as pumpkin pie spice, but I just make it at home because I always have those spices on hand. We're just using a cinnamon, nutmeg, ground ginger, and allspice. You can also do a little bit of clove, but it is pretty strong. Go ahead and add that in. And last but not least, we have a little bit of honey for sweetness. You can always add a little bit more honey if you want more sweetness, especially if you're not using chocolate chips, then I think it needs it. Then we're just gonna stir this together until it's completely combined. Sometimes you have to work a little bit at getting the consistency right. So a good tip to remember, if it's really sticky and wet, add in either more of the non-fat milk powder or a little bit more of the old-fashioned oats. And then if it's too dry, add in some honey, or you can do a little bit more almond butter or a little more pumpkin. So it's just like trying to even it out to where it's not gonna stick to your hand super bad when you roll it. Next up, we're just gonna go ahead and toss in those chocolate chips. I'm actually using chocolate chunks because I had a bunch left over from these banana chocolate chunk muffins I made, which if you guys like banana muffins, make sure to check those out on the blog at simplymadeeats.com. They're so good. Then all you wanna do is just stir this up until they're combined. If you feel like they're super sticky, you can definitely stick it in the fridge for like 20 minutes, but mine looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling those balls. So right before I start rolling them, I like to just go ahead and line either a cookie sheet or just like a baking rack with some parchment paper. And then we're just gonna start rolling these up. I like to do them kind of small, just so it's like a little bite-sized snack, and then you can just eat more of them. And your hands are definitely gonna get messy, just know that, it's fine. If they start getting like a bunch of the batter on them, then just go ahead and wash them really good with warm water and then just keep rolling. The pumpkin and the dark chocolate chunks are really good together. I've already tried some. I go really heavy on cinnamon because I'm obsessed with cinnamon, but if you want to do less, you can definitely just do like 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I use 2 for my batch. These are great to have made too because instead of getting chips out of the pantry, you can just go and grab a protein bite instead. And they're kind of sweet too, so it feels like it's a little bit sugary. You want them for dessert, you could eat it for dessert. Anything goes. It has chocolate in it too, so why not? Once we get these all rolled up, we're gonna stick them in the fridge for about 10 minutes. One thing I wanna mention too is that pumpkin and old-fashioned oats are both really high in fiber, so that adds some health benefits here too. And if you're looking for old-fashioned oats and you can't find them, they're also called rolled oats in some packaging. These are great just to store in a Tupperware, just stack them in there. Once they're cold, they're not gonna be as sticky, so they're gonna be a lot easier just to grab and go. That's it, we're all done with these pumpkin protein balls. I hope you guys love this recipe. It's seriously so quick and easy. It took us like 10 minutes to prep and then 10 minutes in the fridge. These are ready to eat. Even the kids love them, and it's no baking required, which is always the best kind of recipes. Make sure to follow along at simplymadeeats.com. Make sure to sign up for my newsletter, which you can find in the description below. This is a great way to just stay up to date on everything. I only send you an email once a week, so I won't spam you. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time. Make sure to subscribe for new recipes every single week. Bye. Okay, the pumpkin and chocolate combo is so good.